Now, moving down, again, we do have reverb. Reverb Tone Studio, and that works like a basic reverb with the type, level, tone, and so on. Delay I found is excellent because what it does is it really starts to separate out the voices. Now, in moving down to the delay possibility, this is where your harmonies can be offset from the main voice, so that they're not singing at the exact same time you are, but with a slight delay behind you, and giving more of a, I find, more of a natural sound in the harmonies. Guitar mix is basically for giving your guitar effects. Once all of this is set to the, and during all this time while you're making these adjustments, you can in fact listen to the effect as well, which I love. It allows you to immediately make the decision of what if the changes you've made are good or not, and make those changes before you store them. What you can see here now is that in my effects I have made some new ones. This is the one I use for Simon and Garfunkel. You can see I'm all lit up all the way down the board. I've selected almost everything except for the preamp, pitch correction, and so on. A little bit of guitar effect on that. Bob Seger, Crosby, Stills and Nash I find to be good. I was really excited about it when I got it, when I got the unit, but I think it's sometimes just a bit too much, so got to be careful with this one. And these are all by the way, these two, Light the World and Can We Still, are great effects for the oohs and ahs. Give a nice high-low effect, harmony effect. Big Guy, of course, nice effect for the bluesy sound. Eaglets, I personally prefer this Eaglets 2. It's just a nice, simple, basic harmony. Eaglets 3, if you're looking for that really high Timothy B. Schmidt sound that's singing above you, basically sounding almost like a female, but maintaining a little bit of the male persona. Dust in the Wind is a nice little effect. Use that for a lot of the basic 70s style rock, acoustic rock songs. And let's see, 3 Up is good. Kiss, excellent effect. This is one of my favorites, and for giving a real nice rock sound to the voice and for the harmonies. Let's see, this is a setting I've come up with for the Allman Brothers, and let's just take a look just to give you an example. Use a pre-tube. You can see these are all the different settings I have on here for the preamp. The compressor gate is off. Equalizer is off. The pitch correction is on chromatic, and I have that set for my basic E flat because that's the key in which I play. Lead effect, I put it on big with a very small amount of modulation. The harmony, I use a 5 down and a 3 up with a little bit lower, with it pushed a little bit, you see 47 there, towards the low harmony, just to bring that out a little bit more. Reverberation, use a studio reverberation sound, a little bit of delay to offset the harmonies, and the guitar mix, basically using just a little bit of flange on that. So that's one of my my settings that I've worked through in trying to simulate the sound for the Allman Brothers band. Okay, now going forward, 7 bridges, great nice little effect for the acapella. Mountain, this is another effect I've come up with. Now this is my own personal effect that I found works well for my voice, for my songs, and for this type of sound that I'm looking for. Again, of course, I prefer to use the pitch correction using the chromatic. And oh, yep, there we go. Actually that's a mistake right there. I was noticing that the amount is on 99. So in this case, what I want to do is I want to take that off of 99 because that's simply too much pitch correction. For my voice, I prefer something in like the 60s. So let me do this because this is something I do want to change. I'm going to hit store. It says store to mountain. Yes, I hit it again. It's storing. It's stored. And so now it's set. Over here, this is while you're performing what you want. This is the main vocal level, the harmony level, and the guitar mix. Now, when I'm using the condenser microphone, the levels are lower because otherwise you're going to get feedback if you're using your speakers. The harmony level, I would say for the most part, I keep slightly under the vocal level. As you can see the way it's kind of set here from yesterday, it gives otherwise the harmonies I find are just overpowering. And the guitar level, basically for that song, having more effect coming from the guitar, but you can turn the guitar all the way down so it's not being sent out at all. And then you're just getting the guitar coming from your effect box. But on this particular case, I've got some things set in here, so I do use it. And it gives a nice sound because you're picking up the sound basically of two guitars from one. Okay, so once everything is set the way you want it, and you're going to be performing, really the only thing you need to do is choose the effects that you've already preset, in this case. And so let me go to, I don't know, see if I can find, we use the mountain effect, the one that I personally use for my own music. And in this case, instead of watching me, we'll watch the Digitech. Basically, you'll see that I turn on and off the voices when I want them. So.
Listen this morning, I brewed myself some tea. More than nature, the Lord, so well working for me. Heading up to the Evergreens, is where I like to stay. Took a tour for the road, and I was on my set my soul free, so I can get by. 'Cause I need to find myself, but it may take some time.
And that's basically how it works. Just giving the effect where you want it and removing your foot when you don't, and gives a whole lot of control over it, so you're not doing a lot of thinking while you're performing. So anyways, as I was saying, I hope this video has helped for those of you that are experimenting too with the Vocalist 4. And if you have any comments or suggestions, I'd be very happy to hear them, because I'm just like you. I'm playing along and experimenting. I'd be very interested in hearing what you have to say, a little bit of feedback, and any suggestions that you have as well. Take care, have a great one, and keep YouTubing.